Hey Taurus, it's Rose from Psychic Readings with Rose, here to bring you part two. I always wanted to say that. Part two of the reading for Taurus that I posted um, on May 29th. It was 2 weeks ago, regarding a, a love situation, a family situation, where a party was canceled or an event was canceled. And there was someone who sabotaged, whose their face was not revealed, trying to cross a divine counterpart union between two people. And it did get many views. Thank you guys so much. And it did get some comments that, it really resonated with a few people. So I'm going to do a part two of this, even though today is my day where I read Taurus anyway. This is, if you've just found my channel, and if you just stumbled across my channel, go back to my May 29th video, and it's titled "The Saboteur Will Pay." Okay, it says a must watch, and the Saboteur will pay. So it was a love spell placed upon a couple that was meant to be together. And whatever event was supposed to take place, whether if it was actual wedding or an engagement or something, or just even a family party, things went awry. However, it backfired on the person who placed the darkness on this couple. But they were triumphant in alluring one partner. Now, cross watchers, you know that you're welcome here. First of all, let me just start out with my opening. This is for Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Stelliums in Taurus, or cross watchers of Taurus. Okay, so yeah, we're going to see how you are doing now, Taurus, cross watcher, how you're doing now. If you've been able to find out who did this, or maybe you don't care what the current status of your relationship is now. Did the saboteur strike again? We're going to get into all of that. Okay, so let's see. I pray to God and Goddess of the Most High, my angels, my ancestors, those who walk with me beyond the veil, my spirit guides, my guardian angel. Okay, let's see. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. Subscriptions are free. Please like, share, comment. It really helps my channel grow. And yeah, let's see what's going on, okay? I'm using the same deck, Tarot of the Owls by Louise Chen, because I feel like I was going to use a different deck, and then I was like, no, let me just go back to the same deck and see if we get the same cards and in the same placements or whatever, what have you. So Judgment reverse in the recent past. So in the past 2 weeks, this looks like a Scorpio, I have to say. In the past 2 weeks since that reading, the person so far looks like a Scorpio, and they're under heavy judgment here from the divine. And so they're definitely, like I said in the last reading 2 weeks ago, check it out. The saboteur will pay. They are indeed paying their karma. They have been paying their karma in the past 2 weeks since I posted that video. And it's a very scorpionic energy. So it can be a Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Stellium. Cross watcher, if you're a Scorpio and you did this and you're now paying the price because you interfere with a union of two people in love that were meant to be, and you sabotaged it. And I'm not speaking to all of the cross watchers here. Many cross watchers are concerned. You could be the partner of Taurus, and you're not really like understanding why you did what you did, because you were taken romantically by another person who you don't even love, and they don't even love you, and maybe you're not even really even attracted to each other, but that was the energy then. Right? So now this person who did that, uh, indeed is paying that karma. And it looks like it's affecting their heart chakra, um, in a bad way. So maybe they have their eye and maybe they're in love, in fact, with somebody else. What I'm hearing is that they fell in love quickly with somebody else, like kind of like spirit put somebody else in their way, in their energy, like a chance meeting or something like that, something unexpected. And they feel hard for this person. Okay, like, oh my God, I met somebody, I'm really in love with them, like after 3 times of seeing them. Like, that's kind of ridiculous, but it does happen. But this was placed in this person's life by the divine, um, to yearn for somebody now that they feel is perfect for them. And maybe, but that person's not coming through for them. So they're feeling it in their heart. They're hurting. Um, do they have remorse for what they have done to you, Taurus? Probably not. They have remorse that their spell did not work, because some people work with certain deities, and I don't, but some people do, where the deity or the spirit will hide that person's identity. Um, but then eventually you have to pay the karma, and it's a tough karma to pay. But they are indeed they're under harsh judgment by the divine. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. Sagittarius was definitely in the reading last time. So, Taurus, you could have Sagittarius sun, you could have Sagittarius rising, you could have Sagittarius moon. Your partner can be a Sagittarius. Okay. This is powerful. This is being under harsh judgment by the divine. Okay. The saboteur can be very depressed. They're feeling stabbed in the heart, you know. Um, Not actually, but just emotionally, where it hurts their chest, it hurts their heart, it hurts the heart chakra. Um, and there's good karma for you, Taurus, and for your partner. Things have really turned around in your relationship. And I feel like at this point, uh, Taurus and Crosswatcher, you have forgiven um, your person, because you understand how energy works. And it just, you decided to get past it and work on your relationship. And it looks like good karma, good fortune is right here. This is really beautiful. Some of you may have the initials R or the initials L in your name. Could be the beginning of your first name or the beginning of your last name, or somewhere where the R or the L is very significant in your name. Maybe there's 2 R's or 2 L's or something like that. Let me know in the comments, guys. I love that I love the comments that came in, and how it resonated for people, and I hope that it helps some people heal. And I'm loving that I'm seeing that this is working out for you, Taurus, now after that tragic loss that you put so much time, effort, and energy into. But that happens in life sometimes. And when people want to play with magic, they better know what they're doing, because this person absolutely did not think about the consequences. The saboteur, who looks to me like a Scorpio. The Empress, Taurus, you're here in the upright position. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. How amazing is this? So, this is beautiful, Taurus. You are in the past 2 weeks have been amazing for you. Amazing. You've obviously heard about or gotten some psychic hits, or just strong intuition about this person, the saboteur, paying, forgiving your partner, receiving that good karma. Maybe you or on holiday now with your person, or maybe you just come back from holiday now with your person. Maybe you're planning a holiday. Maybe it's near a casino where there's a lot of actions, a lot of people, anything like that where there's, maybe there's, lucky numbers that you're playing. Maybe some of you seeing 333 or yeah, just numbers that number 10. I think I saw 1010 was in the last reading. Seeing 1010 again, and 111. So maybe you guys are seeing those numbers, and that's spirit telling you guys that yes, somebody did break a vow, but it was they don't understand why they did it, and now they're understanding, and they're moving forward with you, and it won't happen again unless the person allows this saboteur back in. But I feel like the saboteur is under judgment and cannot move forward. Okay. And you in the future, Taurus, you're just looking beautiful. You're looking beautiful. You're looking healed. You're looking fertile. You're just looking so good. And you've adjusted your crown and you're moving forward and you're really happy. And this is really something to celebrate after all of the darkness. Because you were the victim, Taurus. Like I said, there's a lot of people out there who just like to play with magic just to see what kind of power they have and just to hurt people. Very sadistic. Just to hurt people. And I don't know, to me that's ungodly. I'm a light worker, so I don't believe in doing magic against people's will to hurt them. I don't believe in it. The Lovers in the reverse. Now, we did get the Lovers in the upright position, signifying to me that you got back with your person, that you guys were meant to be. But here it's in the reverse. So I'm going to clarify why it's in reverse. Maybe you had a hard time in the month of May. Like, okay, so maybe Gemini season's been rough. Even though you're back together, there might be some quarrels. And then really, again, having to understand, okay, this was domination and spell work done against my partner, against my union. Maybe you had arguments about who the person was. I just heard this was an ex-lover of your partner. Okay? Now, it's gender fluid here. But for the majority of you cross-watchers and Taurus, you are a divine feminine. Okay? You are the Empress. But then for majority of your cross-watchers, you are here to kind of like ask for forgiveness, but it's insincere. For other cross-watchers, you're here to find out, if there's light at the end of the tunnel. And yes, there is, but the Lovers is in reverse as the overall energy here. So I need to clarify this to find out why. Why is the Lovers in reverse here, Spirit? With all of this goodness, with all of this with the judgment going on onto the enemy, and good fortune with Sagittarius energy and the Empress energy. Maybe Gemini season's in rough, like I said, but it does look like you're back with your person. Six of Wands. Your partner, the person who was lured in, Taurus and Crosswatcher, the person who was lured in by this low vibrational Scorpio is having a hard time forgiving themselves. Okay, so maybe they are with you, but you haven't consummated the union. And that's due to the guilt that your partner's feeling for doing what they did to you. They're having a hard time. Maybe they don't believe in magic. Maybe they don't believe that people can do this and get away with it. Or maybe they're just really in self-sabotage mode. Maybe they're not fully healed. Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I feel like it's more self-sabotage. And the more they talk about it to other people, because they're pretty open about what happened. Oh, I just heard. So the Saboteur can be a Scorpio with strong Gemini placements, or a Gemini with strong Scorpio placements. Feel free to swap it out because it's a general reading. If any of you would like to get a personal reading with me about this, this is heavy, heavy energy still, but it's much, much more positive than the last one. You can find out my information in my description box. My email address is psychicreadingswithrose@gmail.com, and I would love to speak with you. It feels like, the more and more with the 10 of Wands in the reverse, number 10 definitely being a good number. And you guys have to be seeing 1010 or 111. You have to be seeing it. With the 10 of Wands in reverse, it's definitely over with this Scorpio doing what they did, because like right now they're not even, well, they weren't for the last few weeks. They haven't been able to move forward and heal or do anything like that. They're in the darkness and they're paying their karma. Spirit has them held down, and they're just meeting roadblock after roadblock after roadblock after roadblock. Okay. With the 10 of Swords in reverse, it's coming to an end of self-sabotage and guilt for your partner, because they're still under some type of, I feel like the remnants of, it's almost like when we have a planet in retrograde. Now, I know Pluto's in retrograde and it's causing a lot of issues, but when Mercury is in retrograde, which I feel I think it goes retrograde 4 times a year, 3 or 4 times a year. Don't quote me because I'm not an astrologer. But when Mercury goes in retrograde, things go awry, communication goes awry, somebody can't get past what they did. They have to redo, just redo everything, rewind, redo, relive the hurt, the pain. And I feel like this person's in a Mercury retrograde type of energy in their mind, where they're not really understanding what happened to them. You're fine, and you guys are fine together, but behind closed doors, your partner is really taking a hit, and I it probably is the remnants of the spell, because they were the one who was taken away from you. King of Pentacles in reverse. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, male energy. It can be a female energy. Not being able to get over the loss of wages, the loss of time of work, the loss in time of like health. There was a lot of suffering that happened even before this took place, because I feel like the spell, it took some time to work. And it could be another Taurus you're involved in. I have strong Sagittarius placements, even some Gemini placements, or just Gemini season is just rough for this person. But you're still the Empress, Taurus. You look great together and everything's good, and you guys know that you love each other, and you guys know that you're meant to be. This is not a karmic situation, although we have the good karma card here. It is about good karma. It is about, finally things are making sense, And when you're with your partner, things feel great. But when your partner's not with you, they are experiencing sadness, loss, regret, pain. They can't seem to get that out of their head. It's like kind of like reliving a nightmare, reliving a nightmare over and over and over. They feel very guilty about what they did to you. And they need to stop that, Taurus. They need to understand that the powers that be um, are taking care of this, and it was really not their fault. And maybe they said, oh, they should have realized something, but no, because they're not as spiritual as you, Taurus. They may be intuitive, of course, but they're not really understanding it the way you're understanding it, which is understandable. So I see that you guys are back together, but there's no yet event taking place to solidify the event. Or maybe you guys are still not going to other family events that you're invited to because you guys are working on your marriage, you're working on your union, you're working on your partnership, and you're not ready to see people yet. Or maybe you guys are moving to get you're not happy with where you are anymore, so you're moving. You're thinking about moving because there's too many painful memories of what happened. Okay, and that's understandable. So that's what's in the future. Um, like I said, I feel like you guys are back together. You and your person are back together, but it's not all like the smoke's not all clear. There's still some fog. There's still some regret, of course. Well, there's always going to be regret, but not when people understand the way magic really works, and when a third party wants to infiltrate, and their energy is so powerful of the darkness. Okay, this was a test, I'm being told, and I know that, but this was a test of your fate, of your commitment. Many people, make mistakes, or they're lured by a third party, and they're able to come back together. Many don't. They stay with the saboteur, or the saboteur moves on, and the person is left by themselves to pick up the pieces. Eventually, the smoke gets cleared and it's realized. But I think Taurus, I feel like you're understanding it better, and your partner's having more of a struggle, and they might be taking it out on you, um, and not meaning to. Like, what I'm saying is they might like have a sharp tongue once in a while, or say things that they don't mean. It's because they're suffering inside. And a lot of times when we're in relationships, or we're with somebody for a long time, partner for a long time, we tend to take things out on each other. It's just the way that it is. You hurt the ones you love because they're the closest to you. It's unintentional. This was intentional, but this is unintentional. Okay. The Hierophant. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I see marriage here in the future. I see a divine union in here in the future. I see a promise ceremony in the future. I see going to God and Goddess in the future. I see the high priest is, oh my gosh, that's another Taurus energy. So, Taurus, you could be very well, your partner is a Taurus and they have Sagittarius in their moon or their rising, which would make sense why they're having a hard time, because Sagittarius moon, um, it's a beautiful placement, but when it comes to relationships and settling down, um, it's hard for them. But once they meet that one, they're not looking for anybody else ever. So once they commit for life. And I think that's why your partner is taking this so harshly. But the high priest comes in here to solidify the union, and there's these two beautiful owls. So yeah, this is forever. This is like I said, I felt like this was gonna work out, and it is working out. I see two keys here, so I feel like you guys are moving. or changing things around in the home to bring new energy in. It just hasn't been done yet, but I do see that there will be some type of spiritual union promise ceremony that is really very beautiful and very truthful and honest and moving forward, things are going to be better than ever. So yeah, it's just like it's just the residue of the energy. Let me see if I can find out more about your person. Whoop, some cards fell out. That happened last time. Because this is definitely your person, definitely your partner. And infidelity is something that's very hard to get over. Some people don't get over it. Some people say, that's it. You cheated on me, or you in any capacity. Okay, and that's it. I'm done. That's for most people. But others, when they realize that it was done by a third party who had it out for you guys, for your union, this person is disturbed. Okay, they're just evil. They come from the depths of hell. Okay, then it's like, okay, then you know what, we'll work on it. Okay, and that's what's going on here. But the person who was guilty, the person who was taken in, is having a hard time accepting what they did. So let me just see what this Judgment and Wheel of Fortune is all about. The Judgment in reverse, the Scorpio energy. The Hermit, strong Virgo energy. Yeah, this person is not going to be, this person's going within. The Saboteur is going within. And they're praying for forgiveness from God, and they're being enlightened in a different way. They're pretty remorseful. I don't think they're around out in public. They're staying in their little darkness hole, and they're looking for the light. But what I love with the Hermit is that they're looking for the light, and they're trained to God, and this was a learning lesson to them. And the repercussions that took place after what happened, especially when you guys got back together and they found out about it. They were happy. This is nuts. They were happy that they succeeded in their plan, but they were not happy that now they're paying the karma. They didn't think they were going to have to pay the karma this severely. Okay. So this person could have Virgo in their chart strongly, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Scorpio as well. I also see Gemini. So it's Scorpio, Gemini, Virgo. I have Sagittarius. I have Taurus, of course. So yeah, there's a lot of energy here. But this person is trying to forgive themselves, and they're asking God for forgiveness. And I don't really think you need to worry, Taurus, about getting out of town or anything like that, because this person's not going to be anywhere to be found. This person is staying isolated to themselves, and they're receiving their karma, and they're trying to clear themselves of what they did. I don't see them asking for forgiveness. I see them never messing with you ever again. That's what I see. Yeah, Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, this is where it ends. This is where it ends for this person, for the Saboteur, which I do feel is a Scorpio with strong Virgo placements. And the Page of Pentacles reverse is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn card that we have here. I see growth in the pain and suffering that your person is going through. I see that it's going to be less and less, but they will forever feel guilty about what they did to you. Doesn't mean they're not going to be with you anymore, but they're going to have that guilt for a very long time. Maybe some of you have a child with this person. Maybe some of you were thinking about having a child with this person, and now it's, that's not going to happen now, because you guys need to work on your partnership. And it's not right. It's not time right now to bring a child into this um, this union. But I feel like you're safe, Taurus. I feel like you're safe. Crosswatcher, Taurus is safe. Crosswatcher, if you're the one who's suffering and not understanding what you did, please forgive yourself, because your partner has already forgiven you and God has already forgiven you. So understand that sometimes these things happen. I truly, truly do not see the saboteur messing with you guys ever again, or messing with anybody else ever again. Because they're under harsh judgment and they're really looking for the light now. They're looking for the light. They've learned their lesson the hard way, and this will never happen again. Taurus, you're meant to be happy with your person. Your person's just going to take some time. So if they're acting erratic and they're sometimes being very fiery in a negative way, understand where it's coming from. It's coming from the fact that they hurt you and they're not truly wanting to understand that they were a victim. So maybe you can, I suggest, Taurus, lighting a candle for them, or doing some type of prayer for them. With the Hierophant there is healing coming in of a very, very spiritual, deep, deep, deep spiritual nature. And I feel like by the time September rolls around, this is just going to be a faded memory. And I do see beautiful spiritual new beginnings for you guys. But it's understandable that you're staying away from family. You're canceling invitations to go here and there, because you guys want to just kind of let everything, just the smoke to clear, because it's embarrassing. It is embarrassing for your person. But you did succeed in getting back together. You understand how energy works, and you are in your Empress energy. And you have definitely have some really good things coming up in the future. But I just think that certain things are on hold now, because you guys are seeking guidance. I see that you're going to be seeking guidance from a trusted counselor, and that's amazing. Also being gifted by the divine. And Taurus, maybe you want to tell your person that you absolutely 100% forgive them, or just want to tell God that. This way they can just kind of like get over their self-sabotage, where sometimes they take it on you and they don't mean to. Okay, but the saboteur, you probably will not hear of or see anything in a long time, because they're under harsh judgment and they have to go through their own healing as to why they did this. Many blessings to you, Taurus. I really hope that this part 2 of this reading helped you and you're able to move forward with your person, or maybe you're not. But either way, whether you decide to, because some of you are not moving forward with your person, maybe you're still talking and then you're working things out. But for the most majority, you guys are getting back together, moving forward. It'll just be a memory that's just a memory. In a few years, you guys won't even think about it. Maybe even sooner. Depends how hard you work with your Hierophant. Depends how hard you pray to God. It depends how hard you work on yourselves and your relationship. Taking some time out to be alone together, and seeking advice from wise counsel. That saboteur will never bother you guys again, and I don't think they're going to do anything like that spiritually to anyone else ever again. I truly don't. So many blessings to you, Taurus. Much love and light, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye-bye.